Just gotta send out that tweet. Do. Okay, I think that's good for my audio setup. Okay, I can more or less push that in now.
Oh, I can't send it. Damn. Okay. No, it's fine. They'll have to catch the VOD. Okay. Putting on some gloves real quick and then I'll start. Shouldn't take more than 2 minutes.
Yeah, take your time, Ian.
Okay. And empty out my stomach. Ugh. Jesus. Also, I didn't realize that you were. Oh, actually, I guess, yeah. Is this right? Hey, it is.
Yes, Tokupunk, indeed it is real. As you can see, I already have the little guy already all primed up.
Alright, my guy. Woo-hoo-hoo. We are finally here.
Yep. Yes, indeedy. Okay.
Just 1 second for a mute, and then... How's everybody? How's everybody?
Whoops.
What's up, Taco? Sorry about all the pre-stream goodness, having everything get set up. Hi, I'm Terramundi. Today I have with me Hermit, a very good friend of mine. Hermit, say hello.
No.
Okay. This is Hermit Bounce, and he's overall great chap. Him and I hold a lot of common interests, one of which is painting, tabletop stuff. So we have a pair of Space Marines, and I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna spur out about all my crazy painting knowledge and hyperfixations, because I've only been painting for 25 years. So, Hermit, how's the Lamenter doing? That's who you're painting today, right?
Yeah, so I'm gonna be painting up a Lamenter today. Hold on. Just wanted to mess around with a little something first. But yeah, so as I was saying before, right, that I wanted to do one on my own. That way we have like a comparison point, right? So
Okay.
like a before and after, right? So
yeah,
this is the guy that I'm going to be painting up tonight, rather.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the guy that I've already painted up. If I could just get
Okay.
all right.
Zoom in on him a little bit so I can see.
Bit harder to do with that.
Yeah. Focus.
Yeah.
I'm
But
seeing the detail at the very minimum. Yeah, it's a little blurry, but
yeah.
I see the detail. Very solid.
Yeah. So, like, I went in with some of the techniques I already knew about. I looked up a guide on how to do the little chapter insignia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking about that.
Yeah. And
yeah, company markings and a number of other things depending on which units they were in.
Yeah. Which the Lamenters, their company color goes on their knee pad.
Very good.
Yeah. So I try to do that as lore accurate to 9th Company as I could, despite not having the Devastators or the heavy weapons.
Right.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, so you've got the yellow on point, it looks like. I'm going to be doing something a little different, because I've got my Marine here, and he's not even been base coated. Therein lies the rub. We're going to airbrush him. So, sorry about Sprigatito. I never opened these Pokemon cards. The whole model's going to get an airbrush of white, and we're going to go in with what is effectively... So you painted yours properly, yes? Like, it's got... Like, you watered it down and then threw down the paint?
Yes, I did. Shoot. Hold on. Pardon the scuff on my end. I'm trying to get somewhere.
Oh, same, actually. I am setting up my airbrush. I'm probably wigging out over there as a model.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, hello, new. I'm a rock. You could be too, if you join me.
Yes. Hello, new.
Hello, new.
Okay.
Welcome in, my guy. Okay. So, just gonna grab some of this. That's all booting up. Oh, I don't need much more than this. Airbrushing is so helpful. I see so many people that are like really intimidated by it, though.
Wait, sorry, intimidated by what?
Airbrushing.
I don't know. Like my dad, he also like did like, you know, a lot of hobby stuff, right? So like he just gave me the general like, you start the airbrush off the bottle, you sweep over the bottle, you end like away from the model, and you keep going at that kind of a pace. And after I like practiced it just a little bit, like I felt fine. I use that same technique when priming with like air cans and whatnot.
Yes, that is, yeah. If anybody has been doing like starting from the base, like if I'm gonna be doing airbrushing, I'm gonna be doing the same technique that I would out of almost any spray can, rattle can, just as a base technique. You could look at it as replacing all of those aerosol cans with just your basic colors and an airbrush and get the same effect out of it, but have a much thinner. That's actually what I'm using right now. I'm using Style Res, which is a great brand for airbrush pigment. Their white is phenomenal. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna prime this guy up. Everything is messy, gunky, terrible consistency right now. So I'm gonna give that just a second. I might find something thin to stir this with. Do I have anything here? I have my dry brush. We'll sacrifice it. It's not really going anywhere or being sacrificed to anything. But it's just...
What, you mean you're not sacrificing it to your chaos god of choice?
I'm kind of over chaos at this point, actually, my guy. I don't know. It needs to be like a really like light milky color. This has probably way too much water in it. I'm actually just gonna dump a whole ton. One moment. The big thing between like having like mid-range consistency and like beginner stuff is actually what I'm doing right now. Just figuring out what your damn consistency is, and then running with that. So you want paint that is thin. I was noticing on your model that some of the marks are real thick, and wish we had the ability to do better focus on your model so that I could show you what I mean. I could point it out. But effectively, I was able to just look at your model for a few seconds while you were showing it to me the other day, and I was able to identify that some of the markings on it, and a lot of the details especially, looked rather chunky. And when you have chunky paint that doesn't seem to sit flat, there's a couple of reasons or like remedies for it.
Mm-hmm.
And so even from like the word go, just having a solid base coat, a foundation, your prime coat, is essential for making that go away. So right now I'm going to take this model and we're just going to go ahead and air it. This won't take more than a minute or two. And I'll clean up and actually be ready to paint. But the cool business here is that when you are working with like rattle cans and stuff, you can learn to do that consistency. Exactly like what you were saying. Start with the model. You don't just blast the model, right? You come off from the sides and then you hold down the aerosol spray. So the spray, you don't just blast it with the first bit of the spray. You're kind of just lapsing the model over where the thing would go. So I start here and I go across. That's basically what I'm going and doing. Let me just hurry up on this. What are your first steps on your model? Because I know you're painting another one.
Yeah, so I already have it primed, so the next would be like going over it with a bit of a base coat as well. But because it takes me roughly 30 minutes to set up an airbrush in my backyard, and because it is dreadfully hot most of the year, that is not necessarily a viable option.
Okay, understandable.
So I'm gonna be also doing it by brush, which is similar to how I did it before.
Are you hand priming?
So I already have it primed in that gray.
It's already been primed. Oh
yeah, it's already been primed. but I'm gonna be needing to do a base coat.
Alright, let's see what I can do about this. Stump that out. Airbrush care is like super important. And I know like I'm gonna look back at myself and be like, how did you ever live? What are you doing? But effectively, like, you need to clean out the chamber for everything, and it gets real mucky.
Oh, definitely.
Just being as clean as you can.
Yeah, no, I've already had my experience with breaking a airbrush.
So the fact is that you probably didn't break it. So, like, the way that an airbrush works is that there is a needle that runs along this main line, and at the very tip here, there is 3 different parts. There's a shield, a piece that goes over the needle and the apparatus inside. Actually, I think I can basically show you. The needle sticks out of the nozzle right here.
Yeah.
And it can get cluttered with paint, faster or slower. You can see that tiny little dollop right there that I just pulled off.
Yes.
Paint will dry as you have the air flow through this. So what you want to do is you technically want to keep the paint as thin as possible at all times in order to avoid having that paint scrunch up inside the nozzle, further inside than what I just showed you. In order to avoid having that happen, there's a number of techniques that you can use to actually keep the thing clean. So I have this little doohickey. It's effectively a neti pot for the airbrush. I can load this thing up, and then I can go full tilt with the pressure here, and it will go ahead and just, see, it'll empty out, and then I do that over and over again until I get a clean amount of stuff. I should be using pure water, but I have something even better here.
Okay, cool. No, so what happened with my airbrush was it was my first time working with lacquer paints, because I've known acrylic all my life.
Are different.
Yeah,
that's more than that's more than just a sheer. Well, actually, continue.
Yeah, but one of those parts that are supposed to fit around the needle actually snapped in half.
Oh no!
And that is
this cover piece.
So not the cover piece, but one of the parts inside of the cover piece.
Oh.
That would fit around the needle, and it essentially meant that the needle couldn't, the airbrush could no longer, hold back anything from just dripping out of it.
Okay. I understand.
Yeah. So that was the problem that I ran into. Okay. So I'm gonna need just
making sure it's all clean in here. Looks like it. Alright. Now I gotta go clean up my water and we can begin.
Alright, so I think I got the paint to the consistency I want it at.
Alright. Put that over there. Close this. Put that in here. And set that in the back. We're done. Airbrushing complete. Just need to let them dry. Probably already done. Actually, let's clear all of these out. We're gonna open up the most fun part of what I consider for painting. Choosing our colors. Back in a moment. I'm just gonna be completely disabled over here.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good.
this over here. All right. Now that the messiness is over, off come these gloves. So you're starting with the pastel.
Kinda.
It's a robin's egg yellow. Good Easter yellow.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Money, money, money.
All those paints, my man.
In a paint man's world. So, this is what I like legitimately wanted to try to use.
Okay.
There is literally a color called Lamenter's Yellow. So
Interesting.
I'm gonna try that.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm gonna need to support it with some stuff. I'm gonna need to shade it. So I'm not sure what color I want to try. I think Scrag Brown might be good. Let's try Scrag Brown. We're just gonna need to be careful. Cassandora. I'm gonna keep Cassandora's just to try it first instead of Scrag because I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah.
Here's another yellow, but I feel like it's too strong. This is a contrast called Imperial Fist.
Mm-hmm.
So I've heard good things about this. I just don't want to. Let's try the Panoply. Some shades, some colors. So I've got Nazdrag yellow as well. Heard very good things about this as well. Air case thinner. Is this a contrast thinner? Technical art coat. Don't want to put that in. Lamaya medium. Perfect. What else are we doing? So we're doing black. Obviously, one Baden. Shade Known Gloss Oil. What color are the eyes on a Lamenter?
I've seen it vary. I've seen green. I've seen red.
Perfect. Okay.
They are a successor chapter to the Blood Angels, if that means anything.
Means I'm gonna do their shit in yellow and green. I do have any cloth. What's going on that base? Corvus black for highlights.
Ooh, actually,
We're gonna
that
want
might
pure
be...
white as well. Just use the P3 marrow white.
This might be better.
Basilicanum. Now some metallics. Iron Warriors.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Dark, right?
Yo, what's up, twins? Thank you for stopping by.
Yellow. Hello, 2-0 leveling. The best girls.
Yeah, truly the best twins out there. But yeah, so Mundi, I don't think you get to see it, but I have you sitting on my shoulder.
Oh, perfect. Fantastic. Yeah, in all of my broken glory.
Yep.
I'm probably looking really strange too because my camera's in a really bad location.
Oh, no, it works perfectly fine right now.
I'm kind of like nibbling at your shoulder at all moments, though.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's just a Canadian curse.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Maybe I could just put it closer. Hello?
Shalom.
Yeah, okay. Good lord. Yeah, I have to break out the other model before I can really justify doing more of these streams. But I don't really care. Iron Hand Steel, perfect. Metallics are done, blacks are done, yellows are done, eye color is done. What am I missing? What's on this that we would need to worry about?
Just anything you would want for the bolter. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've actually got this guy is was the mini of the month. This is actually the name of the thing ends with Aider because that's, you know, aggressor, incinerator. I don't know what these units
Liberator.
are. They're the well, no, they've got heavy flamers or whatever as their base weapon.
Melterator.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Castigator. Even orange. I think that's what we're
Inseminator.
gonna work with right now. Oh, please. Stop it.
What? He's just making sure that he spreads the gene seed.
That reminds me. Have you seen the video for Space King?
I've not
Did you
even
see
heard
that?
of Space King. No.
Oh yeah. Dude, it's the level of parody that I just never thought we could ever get to. There is just straight up, it's oh hey twins, duo leveling in the house. No sorries from you. You two are fantastic.
Yeah.
Flawless. The there is 40K, all right? And
Okay.
so it itself is already a parody of dark sci-fi universes.
Yeah.
I never thought that they would be able to make more parody out of that, and they did it. I think it was it Flash Gits? I think it's Flash Gits that's doing it, but they're coming out with someone is coming out with a series called Space King, and it's going to be a full-blown series, and it takes 40K and makes it even bigger of a parody. You absolutely have to watch it.
I am stoked now.
Yuki, Yuna, or which one is it this time? How are you two doing? How's your day off? I know you're not streaming today. Thank you for coming and saying hello and giving me support. It means a lot. I'm starting the journey, and I have you to thank. Starting slow and steady. We just gotta do a thing every day now.
Slow and steady.
Hey, what do we want? We'll probably do this. Yeah. Okay. He's got a lot of spacing stuff. Okay, pretty busy. Got back. Stop by everyone's streams. I know. The curse of content creation. All the people you want to be friends with are also streamers. And therefore are always busy. Which reminds me, you gotta hit me up for Lethal Company and Season of Discovery. And anything else you want to do. And Season 8 for Overwatch drops, and I'll start taking Magua on the 5th. So much stuff.
Oh yeah, speaking of Season of Discovery, Twins, I'll probably be on that as well, playing a rogue or priest.
He's joining the dark side. As I predicted, all of the streamers are kind of heading in every direction now, but I'm seeing a lot of people joining what's available. What I'm worried about is that people who are late to the reception are not going to want to go into those full servers, because like they already replaced Crusader Strike with a server called Chaos Bolt. It's RP PvP server. So yeah, it's just rough. Herman, I need your executive decision. Do I do contrasts, or do I do the old school glaze?
Okay, so can you give me a brief description of each of those?
Yes. So, all right. So, glazes were developed beforehand by GW. These are raw pigmentations that are watered down to a consistency where you can put it over any color and it will be extremely opaque. This means that if you put it on white, I'm potentially going to, it will have maximum intensity. This can effectively get you a pure yellow color without worrying about things like brush strokes, lines, that kind of thing. And it's very quick. Contrast is very much the same. You put it over bright colors, but you can put it over dark colors too. It builds up differently. And it honestly is kind of sludgy, but it leaves the model areas coated in a specific way that allow you to really control the shading of said pieces. And it builds up differently. Like, the higher layers will have more conduction, so that there isn't as much paint sitting on the top areas, and it will seep into the cracks and cause them to be shaded naturally. Also, Twins, I think I think that most people right now will be going to Wild Growth, but I can't be sure. I'm keeping my finger on the pulse. I'm seeing some streamers go to one server over another. It honestly depends on what you want to do. And because the level cap is only 25, there's a possibility we can just jump to all the servers, frankly. If you had some PvP, if y'all had some PvP fun that you wanted to go and punch some Alliance or punch some Horde, because I'm not preferable to faction side, by the way, at all.
They're preferential to Horde.
I figured. We can go to PvP on the PvP servers, or we can just stay and have a good old time on the PvE. It is entirely up to everyone else. I'm rolling one of everything, so I have no problem deleting a level 1 tune and then casting him over to another server. We're going to try the new stuff. I hate to say it. We're going to do the contrast.
Okay.
Medium. I need my contrast medium, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna need my other thing real quick. Yeah, his little chip.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, no, I've got I've got like 360 kind of like Oh no, that's the wrong button. Wait, no. Hold on. Is it broken? Hold up.
Oh hey.
It's broken. Okay. Or is it lagging?
I'm not too sure.
Okay, no, my macros are broken. I'm sorry. I have one that flings me all over the place. I'll have to show you later. But yeah, no, this thing has my head is a literal swivel. So yeah, there's that. Oh no, but wait, I was told I need to do these by panels by somebody who is extremely professional. Layer brush, this layer brush. Okay, so contrast paint, a little whack. This stuff sits really good, but is also like extremely temperamental. I'm watering it down by quite a bit.
Gonna worry about some of that stuff later. Okay, good. Still about the right consistency I want it. Now I'll do another layer of this stuff.
Oh boy. Still got some of that background music to soak up that silence.
Yeah, I got some cafe jazz playing. Royalty-free cafe jazz.
I had to go through such hoops to take like a curated type of music from YouTube's library and then double check on like a million deleted VODs whether or not it got caught by like Twitch's copyright.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really rough. Thankfully, it all got done. Oh, okay. We learn for next time. But I've been told for this contrast paint is that I should actually come in and I should do individual panels one at a time. And it's for the it's for the consistency of how the paint actually sits on the model. You want it to basically do its own thing and then leave it the hell alone for it to do its own thing. It's not the usual kind of thing. And oftentimes you can just take paint and just slop it. realistically, as long as you get the right consistency, you go over the entire thing in one go. I've heard that that's not the thing you want to do when you're doing Space Marine armor, specifically. I mean, you can, but the effect that I'm going for is going to require me to do plate by plate.
Okay. Oh, man. I am getting him to a nice kind of consistent yellow, and that's what I want for that base coat.
Go ahead and slide all my colors around here on his feet.
Okay, I'm gonna use a different brush to get in some areas that I'm having trouble getting to. It's a bit wet. Yeah, no, I'd love Lethal Company or WoW.
Lethal Company, I played with a friend of mine's, Anna Marie, and we only played in a three-man environment. But, oh man, is that game not only brutal and like atmospheric? It's good, even though it's like lo-fi, like pretty not quality graphics. I would say, like,
Yeah,
no
yeah.
one's going to complain about it because it's just got that charmy appeal. I think we're really like in the Renaissance period of time right now, where like you don't need AAA graphics at all to do really, really well, and I am so happy.
I'm happy. No, like I am going to be a fan of those low poly graphics to the day I die. And like, yeah, I've played a bit of it in a three-man environment. You know Zeta, right?
Oh, have you already jumped? You've already jumped in and played a bit.
Oh yeah, I played a good bit. Like before I even knew that it was gonna pop off, I had some friends who were like, "Oh yeah, it's a survival game with like it's phasmophobia like, with some of the like behavior of creatures and you know having the right equipment for stuff." And because I can actually see the monsters, I feel a bit better.
I just found out that the forest giants can be manipulated by using a laser pointer.
Oh, wow. So that's the point of the laser pointer.
Yep, they chased the laser pointer.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, every time I see a video on that game, if it's not somebody like doing something hilarious, it's me like learning a tiny bit more about it. It's kind of unhinged on how much that game actually has going on. And how hype it is. Like, you just check your Twitch list right now. If you're watching, you're going to see like 90% of people are playing it. It's unbelievable.
It's just a very fun social game. But yeah, no, I played a good bit. I played some with Zeta, and I played some with some other friends. I got pretty far in with Zeta and like one random that we matched up with, who was like a really chill dude.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
As cruddy as it is to play with pugs, sometimes you just find awesome people.
Yeah, no.
Sometimes.
It also depends on like, you know, the like climate of the game, right? Like if you're gonna be playing something semi-competitive, like you're not gonna find chill people as often.
It's a crapshoot.
Yeah. But like when it's a game where it's like everyone's playing to like chill out, have like a little fun, then like it's a lot easier to find like really chill people who just want to like hang out.
Okay.
Okay.
Almost done here.
Yeah.
Taking apart all these yellows.
A chip off the old shoulder.
Lel.
Yeah.
Got a chip on his shoulder, is what you meant to say?
Definitely. Yep, chip on my shoulder.
I hate it here. Okay. Almost.
Okay.
Almost.
Okay. So.
Gonna start with the ends here. And then the whole bottom of this Space Marine is practically already finished. Base code wise, at least.
Yeah.
Okay. Almost done there. Could probably do this plate right here now. There's a plate to do there. Put that belt.
Okay.
Some real cosmic music right now. Alright. Clean off our brush here for a second for another coat. We're just gonna go to the top. Ignore the bottom right now.
Okay.
The top to the bottom, the bottom of the top I stop. The core of the problem to the middle of the blocks.
Truly, this is all just a labor of love.
Yep. That's kind of what I enjoy about painting the most, is kind of getting what I put in back out on the model. Uh-oh, there's some sort of impurity there on the shoulder, on the headpiece. It's not cool. Maybe I can turn it into some battle damage or something. Go ahead and try to clean that out. Yeah, I just never... This is probably like... I'm not even kidding about this. This is probably like the, like... Actually, now that I think about it, a long time ago I did do a commission of Space Marines for an army. I was going to say, maybe this is like I was gonna say it's like maybe the 5th or 6th Space Marine, but that's totally a lie. I feel like it's the 5th or 6th Space Marine. I never paint these guys, and especially primes. I think this is the first time I've painted a prime.
Yeah.
And they feel really good, by the way. Old Space Marines, when I did paint them, they just felt so squished. It's really painful.
Some of them are goofy as, like, so goofy to look at.
Yup, but people love them. It doesn't really matter.
Yep. Getting in a lot of those nooks and crannies.
Yes, and watering down your paint just a little bit extra to make sure it happens is probably key.
Yep.
Just make sure to keep an awesome consistency. Contrast is why people feel like it's just utterly cheating. You can do like a decent zenithal highlight on a model and then get almost the exact same look out of like professional shading, because it does all in one. It shades, it naturally highlights. You just have to put it on the right prospect. They actually call that tactic slap chop. I absolutely hate the term, but it's, you know, Zoomer tech.
Gotta put a label on it.
I am not doing slap chop right now. I am doing my old school style. Putting down this as a base coat, and then we're going to alter it later. Maybe. A little bit on the gun. That's no problem. We're going to go for the abs. Continue to slather the gun with a bunch of unneeded paint. I am such a mess machine. Looking around like a Goomba. Yeah, I have to get a longer extension cord for this camera now that I'm gonna try to do this. If I'm gonna do this in the future. See if we can't get the entire thing done. More or less one go. Okay. shoulder pads. Load up on yellow here. Yep. Okay, that's all the yellow. We've got him very bright now. Unfortunately, it's got work time, so we've got to go ahead and wait for it all to dry now.
Yep.
Before we go in and do anything else.
That reminds me. There's nothing wrong with experimenting.
What do you have the idea of?
No, I remember reading somewhere that purples are a pretty good color to do shadows for yellow.
Be sure to water that down like a madman and be very,
of
very
course.
careful with how you apply it. Yep. Alternate. I think was it complementary colors or contrasting colors are the number one thing to put down for a shade. So if you're doing red, believe it or not, green is the color you should use to shade. Around town. Those beats.
Marundens.
Almost like it itself is under the effect of one of these paints. I kind of don't like that at all. Like it's turned into a contrast. This isn't a contrast. This is like... This... I know I didn't get Basilicanum, but I'm probably going to throw Basilicanum over this. Because... Alright. Pop off. We've got here more Corvus, I guess. Alright, wait for Basilicanum. Let's do it.
Okay. Oh, shoot. I just realized something. One moment.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I had to, swap a couple of wires around. Because I just don't have my, wire game, where I need it to be yet.
Oh, neither here.
Yeah.
So don't worry about it.
Like, I have a loose USB that I use to charge my headphones overnight, or I use to connect a controller, right?
Yeah.
I can't have that and charge my phone at the same time.
Oops.
Yep. Okay. Okay. Going with yellow ochre. That's not good.
Watered down basilicanum is actually great for emulating like extremely light metals over white, because it tinges the model without actually like really changing much of the base color. It gives it a weird semi-metallic finish due to how sometimes glossy this stuff comes out. Like, there are imperfections here that are going to need to go get cleaned up, but that's fine. Meanwhile, there is just raw basilicanum that needs to go in here and do stuff. Good. Upper layer. Blaze. Another layer. Or we could just do another layer, I guess. One that's fresh. It's fresh. Let's go ahead and start in on some of the metallics instead. I said screw it to the flat basilicanum. Let's go ahead and get metals in there. Yep, I don't know, like, the new Marine Codex, I haven't taken a look at it at all, but, like, I'm worried from what I've seen from the Tyranids, what kind of power creep is going to come out of this edition.
Okay.
And it's really put me off. Since Leviathan came out, which I think was, like, June, it's been, like, I've had these boxes of Tyranids on me for, like, half a year now, and I haven't really touched them all. Mainly because I've been in a really depressive space, so it's understandable that I really haven't moved on anything. I haven't really. I get my biggest push to actually paint models when I have people to show them off to, and usually that happens during like world campaign events, which I missed out on. Just didn't have it when the Leviathan events happened. I forget what the world event is called.
I think that's good. Well, dude, I think you've just been moving you. Oh my god. You have been moving in different ways. You know?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
More like stuck in place for way too long, and that's now over.
Yes,
I'm really on the
you
up.
do be schmoovin'.
I do.
Yeah. Also, welcome. Welcome.
Oh, Maya! Hello, Mayaville.
Yeah.
How are you, my good friend? Mayaville is one of the fellow VTubers I might be leveling a character with.
Oh,
I'm
yo,
excited
sick.
to get into Season of Discovery. Probably gonna murder me later for this, but Maya is a demon cat girl and an author of a isekai.
Ooh, I do like to do some
I would
reading.
shout out, but I am way over in the corner here. Moving. Yeah, man, we're putting together and painting a pair of Lamenters. I'm kind of sharing some paint knowledge with Hermit as we're just kind of vibing. Hermit has gone for like some darker colors, and I'm going straight from the pot with a bunch of contrast paints, which I never really liked, but I'm giving it a shot, especially because it's on a marine. I don't care for marines, so no matter how this comes out, it'll probably be okay. Going into that perfectionism mode, though. I'm hyped too. I really want to play. Matter of fact, that's what I'm doing right after this. Once Hermit and I say adieu, I will burn the midnight oil playing some classic Season of Discovery.
Yeah. I'm also probably going to be doing the chapter marking off stream because that is something I'm gonna need to get a really close eye on. Oh, that's unfortunate to hear.
Maya, if your internet does improve later on in the night, I don't know how late you're going to be staying up, but hit me up. Even if I'm already on, I'll just swap over. Okay. What do we got for this? We need these to be metallic. Let's see. Are we doing that? Do this as well. Metallic buffer. We'll get this. That doesn't need to be metallic. All of these are going to be black metals. That can be metal. Level 12 in Alliance Paladin. I saw you playing with somebody, a buddy of yours. Yeah, what I was gonna say is, yeah, buffering and internet, that sucks. Let me know if you are feeling like either fighting through that or the internet improves for you later tonight, because I'll be up way late. I don't know how late you are. Just hit me up. Canister? Yeah, I saw that. Warlock is sick. That's the first class I tried. Haunt is super OP. It's got me super thirsty to actually do like a legit Affliction Warlocking classic, which I can't believe I'm saying. That, keep the boosters on that black. That needs to be black. What would the armrest for that be? I don't know. Nice. Yeah, we could do like a mage combo. Something. I'd be down to. My mage is gnome. What server did you choose to play on, by the way? Are you over on Wild Growth? Need an actual picture of Lamenter before I'm going to continue. I just have no idea where I'm going from here on out. Need to do a few things as well. Oh, I need to configure that. Interesting. Alright, what are we looking like here? Oh, that's black. Their chest plate is bronze? Rats. What the hell?
Wait, actually?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know a way that I could do that, and it'll look really good. And I already have the paints out for it. Good. Grab Iron Breaker.
Okay.
Oh god, okay. It's corrupted.
Okay.
No good. Never any good.
Corruption on a Space Marine? Never.
Yeah, right? Boop boop.
Oh, that is rough. I completely know where you're coming from, though, Maya.
Oh, damn. Wow, okay, that is really bad. I hope you at least heard me. I'll DM you later. Oh, gotta be careful. Okay. I think that's good. That'll do it. That one's jammed too far in there for me to see a damn thing, so. Yeah, the inconsistency for the yellow is actually fine, because following along with like the way the Lamenter's armor actually looks, it just needs shading. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna default to I don't want to use Nazdrug. Nazdrug's gonna need to be used though. If I do sharp yellow, I'm gonna do sharp yellow. See if I can just flatten out some of these colors that are inconsistent with Lamenters. So I'm doing something called oversaturating, which is where if you have a highlight or you have a base coat and then you put down a highlight for it and it's white based, you can actually glaze over the top of that color to make the color even more intense than it already was.
Mm-hmm.
As long as the ink or the glaze or the wash in question is a proper intensity. So while I've done the Lamenters, or I guess this Imperial Fist underneath it, some of the white, because I watered it down, was showing up. So to average out that color now, I'm going back over with more of an incredibly bright color. Lamenter's is very, very bright yellow. I know they're gonna kill my internet now that I'm about to talk about this, but man, ISPs all suck. That is just a massive monopoly, and like you just can't seem to get away with. Like,
It's so
service.
unfortunate.
Yeah, like the infrastructure across the states is just kind of clutched like that. We really need more like smaller competition, but that just doesn't exist in our space. So, whoops. Your internet's gonna be out for the next 2 days. What can you do about it? Jack all. Just had to deal with that. Like, yeah, I love this. That's great customer service. This is great. Just customers, no service.
Yep.
But
How much South Park have you watched, my dude?
Not enough as I should.
All right, no, because they had this whole bit back in the day about like
I feel like we're sorry. Is it that one?
Yeah. So there's that one, right?
I've seen some of it.
And
they cover a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So the worst sorry thing is about like I think that was the oil industry.
Right, it was the BP spill, right?
Yeah, the BP spill, right. But the one that I'm thinking of is like there's an episode about like the spike of like parents and adults watching like murder mysteries.
Oh,
true crime? Like true crime, yeah, right. And it got to the point to where like all the like kids were afraid that their parents were going to start like murdering each other,
murdering people. Yeah,
yeah. And then it actually happened. So the kids started calling up the like cable providers to get them to like essentially put child locks for the adults.
Oh, very good.
And like the entire time is like it's a very
You know what's really funny is that that's like a double criticism on like violent content on TV about kids, but they reverse the entire metric.
Yes.
I love Matt Stone and Trey Parker. They're so intelligent about how they flip the script on everything. Like even when it might be very like blatantly obvious for their satire, like those guys are kings of kings.
Yes. No, like
You know what's super crazy?
What's up?
So oh boy. Matt Stone and Trey Parker grew up in the fictional version of South Park. They based it after their own hometown.
Oh, that's crazy.
The funny bit about it, yeah, like all the people were people that they interacted with in some parody level.
Yeah.
Like in homage. The real funny part about that is that for a short period of my life, I lived there.
That is crazy.
If I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure if it's either Boulder or if it's somewhere else. There is a town, the town I know for certain. It is the same town, even though I can't remember the name of it right off the top of my head. That they base South Park off of. I lived there. There's an entire possibility because they only had like a couple of district high schools and a couple district like junior highs. It's very, very possible that I might have even gone for a short period of time during this kind of event in my life to the same schools that inspired them to make this insane comedy. I might have gone and even seen them. I don't know. I'm not like it's not entirely out of, I might be doxing my age just a little bit, but it's not entirely out of the possibility that I might have even been in classes with them. I have no idea.
That is wild to think about.
It is insanely wild. It's just like, because okay, full disclosure, I'm not just saying this kind of stuff. I got put in a program. I was, do I call it a cult? Yeah, it was basically a cult, and put into a foster home for a while. And that foster home was in Colorado. Yeah, and so specifically, like, I need to go look it up. I'm gonna do a whole entire stream on it. Like, not just that, but like the multiple, like, places I've been institutionalized. Oh, this just in, for anybody watching the stream, I'm super screwed up and have been to a lot of places. I don't mean like fun places.
Maybe funny farms?
Yes, I have been to several funny farms where they filled the place full of rats. And the rats drove me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once.
Had an old yeller my ISP.
That's what made me bring up the ISP situations.
Yeah, but yeah, no, like, just to wrap up my thought about that, their criticism of, like, the cable companies was, like, very poignant for that, for, like, what the ISPs are now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're having trouble. They say as they sit there going, ooh, maybe you want to upgrade your service? Well, no, like, the service isn't working. Why would I upgrade a service that isn't working? Well, it'll be better if you do that, right? Because, like, I was having, like, just all these random outages, and I finally reached out to my ISP about it, and it was very much a very similar situation to what was going on in South Park.
Does your performance suck? How about pay us more money?
Yeah, pay us more money, we'll, like, upgrade you to fiber. Haha.
Okay. So I think I've gotten like literally everything along with the Lamenter's yellow. So like that's a very bright yellow. Like I can't. There's like no way I can increase the intensity of this. Pretty much.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, the yellow is as intense as it's going to be. It needs to sit for a moment. We need to let the panel set.
Yeah.
And then we can go in with some shades. Need to shade it back down, but not the panels themselves, only the recesses. And for that, we're going to cheat, and we're gonna go grab. You know what? No, let's do this entirely with contrasts. We're gonna use Nasdrag. One hour into painting a Space Marine, and it's already 2 colors. I could cheat and put red on it, and it would be tournament legal. Gray, yellow, and red sounds like a great color combination. Okay, and then that is very dark, but that should work. Let's do it right now, actually. Let's take this. There we go. And the color isn't off by much. Which is pretty much true to form for the way that should look. The Aquila on his chest.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna have trouble getting to mine, though. That shouldn't be too bad.
Okay. Banish these from this Crimson Earth. We will grab the Ot Triple O.
Oh, Sub-Sarkin. Sadly, because of how I'm capturing my camera, like
Nice,
I
Rye.
don't really have much control over like the focus. So I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna try something like this.
It looks very
quick.
pastel. Just looking for colors.
That focused a little.
Have you?
Bit better.
Yeah, I'm seeing it.
Yeah.
Are you considering glazing it?
So what would the process of glazing look like?
You would take a paint that has the color that you're looking for. In this case, a yellow, a bright yellow. And over the top of the model, you would with a watered down consistency, like very, 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 very watered down consistency. I would say like an 80% transparency.
Okay.
You start putting it on the model. I think that like if you're okay with that robin's egg or that Easter yellow, then just do it.
Okay.
It's a very unique take on it, but like Lamenters and the successor chapters and Imperial Fists, they all have a very saturated yellow. Like you can see the difference between ours. If we're both holding it up to the camera, mine's just it's neon. It pops.
Yeah.
Hey, Zrai. Yeah, thank you, man. Yeah, it's a work in progress, but I think that this will work. I think I need to adjust some of the panels to get things to look just absolutely perfect, but this will work. Yeah. Got our little chat system. Everybody can be part of the party. And then I can... Zrai, I have the ability to bring you in here if you ever wanted to. I have the ability to do 4-man setups. We can go up to 4 people with the panels I have set up. I am looking to do paint, hangout, and hobby, like, as a core thing. So, yeah. You are more than welcome to join in whenever you have time on weekends or whatever. And now we do panel lining, a la Gundam.
A life foursome. I mean, Tokupunk, that is a way to put it. That is truly a way to put it. I can actually put this here and here. Actually, I should probably save. Actually, I might as well try to take care of the Aquila now.
Paint outside in. Do it as soon as you can.
Yeah, because I'm practically never going to be touching the chest again. That's why. Because the arms are already covering the Aquila, so I can't even get to it with, like, a weathering tool.
Oh no. Yeah, I'll start hitting you up, Zrai, in case you were interested. I know you're busy, though. You've got lots of stuff going on for the holidays. Maybe after the holidays cool down, I'll start hitting everyone up.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like,
it's really bizarre. Yeah, going to our D&D game, speaking of.
Yeah. But there's also, like, going into the new year.
Mm-hmm. It's really bizarre. Everyone says that there's, like, seasonal depression, but, like, I am so incredibly amped. Like, getting more powerful by the day, sort of thing. Yeah, see, this is where the pop really starts to happen. You can see the back of those legs.
Mm-hmm.
Getting everything into focus. So now that I'm putting in the brown lines, it's really causing all the panels to suddenly jump out.
Yeah.
So for your model, it looks like you're like set in stage like 1 of 2. You're putting on base coats and like putting on layers. I can't quite see any of the detail on it due to cameras, but it does look like you've got a good solid base coat there. It's very, 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 like, I want to keep saying Easter yellow. Is that like your intended coat?
Yeah.
You're just going for something insanely bright?
So I went with this yellow. It's a bit subtle, but I've hit it with some... Let's see if I can capture that. There should be some darker spots in there that I went in with a mixed brown.
Okay.
Because I'm just trying to hit all the areas that are, you know, going to be in shadow, but aren't going to be, like, pitch black.
Gotcha.
Actually, now that I think about it, probably... My brush is a bit too wet right now.
Okay, so Zerai, one more time. Instructions unclear. Contact you sooner or later? Do you care? Let me know. Whenever you're around. Doesn't really matter. All right. We'll figure it out.
Actually, now that I think about it, so Draken and I have been like keeping an eye on a franchise called 30-Minute Missions.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bandai essentially went like, we want to make customizable things that are akin to Gundam without being Gundam. But at the same time, it's something you could build in like 30 minutes in case you wanted to army build them for the sake of just having a lot of them, or, you know.
Did they put a decent price point on it?
Like $14 per model kit.
Wow, that's
for
really
a
cheap.
while.
That's dirt.
Yeah, for a while they were like really dirt. And you can still get some of them. Like, some of them are like $16 now, but
okay, but like that price jump is not bad.
Yeah.
Like, even if it was $20, like, I'd still pick it up.
Yeah.
I'll buy in with you guys. That's super.
So
how converted are they? Like, what scale?
So technically they're very much on par with like Gundam, right? And Gundam, like, the usual thing is like a high grade is what they call like 1/44th, right? So, for example, this one's going to be a bit of a weird example. Right. This one's a weird example because it's supposed to be a cross between 30-Minute Missions and the sister franchise 30-Minute Sisters. But, like, you have this thing right here, right?
Okay.
And that's supposed to be comparable to something. This is also 30-Minute Missions. This thing, which is a bit harder to see because of the darker colors. Okay. But essentially they went out and said, okay, we're gonna make another sister franchise and call it 30-Minute Fantasy. So that's going to be every bit as customizable and kit bashable with 30-Minute Missions and 30-Minute Sisters. We just don't know what's like what that entails yet, other than it's going to be like fantasy driven.
Interesting. All right.
So there might be something there that's gonna be pretty good. Clown. Yeah.
Price point's insanely cheap. Yeah, I could pick.
Yeah. Up. The 30-Minute Sister ones aren't as cheap, but that's like, you're going from like kind of niche, slightly basic design of robot to a
girls.
Yeah. And you could just, the customization goes like even harder from there.
Oh, alrighty.
Yeah, so I have a whole bunch of 30-Minute Sister stuff just kind of sitting under my bed with some other 30-Minute Mission stuff and some other Gundam kits that I'm going to turn into projects at some point. but I still have, because like,
It's the stuff that's under your bed, the stuff you had to hide from her mama.
oh yeah, yeah, no.
Her mom is not excited about extra plastic.
No, not in the slightest.
Gotcha. Secret safe with me, man.
Yeah, no.
Now chat might be different.
Okay. How do I want to do this? Okay. Take a little bit of this black and mix it with a little bit of gunmetal.
Okay. Panels are almost all done, which is good.
Okay. Okay, that's not it. Okay, hold on. That reeks of me forgetting to shake the bottle.
Yeah, super important to agitate your paints, especially if they've been sitting for any amount of time.
Yeah, there we go. That looks way better.
Posture check, unscrimp yourself. You shrimp.
Shrimp fried rice? Who says...
You're telling me your shrimp fried this rice?
You're telling me a shrimp can't fry that rice? Okay, hold on, wait. I need to... Yeah, no, I'm gonna need a little bit of water in there. Okay, that should be a bit better. Oh well.
Yeah, panels are coming along, I guess. So, what I'm basically doing is I'm just taking Nasdrag after I've covered the main panels in contrast Imperial Fist, and then balanced out the colors with Lamenter's Yellow to like oversaturate. And from there, I'm just dropping in these shades. They look far more like Imperial Fists, I guess. Given that they've got this bright checkerboard yellow. But like, I think that fits Lamenter's too.
Yeah.
I would do Lamenter's this way. Basically what I'm saying. Shades are slowly being dropped in properly. I'm gonna take my finger and run. I do not like panel lining like this. Sometimes I get it just right, like that though. Taking advantage of the shade part of the contrast by making it so that oh damn, okay. That only the shadowing part is really coming into play there. Doing color manipulation. Oh, and there it goes. Yep, prime coat. I nailed it with my finger. Too much. Damn it. Remember, build up your prime coat, even if it's tiny and thin. Might actually save you some pain. I guess it could just be additional battle damage, it's fine. Ruined it! My fingernail. Should get another brush for this.
Yo, Zrekin, I would love to see you try painting again, man. I hope you get some brushes soon, my guy.
I didn't know Zrai painted. Oh. Well, to each their own. The stuff that I work on is not at all like the stuff that you purchase, Zrai. So I know we're from two different sides of the hobby. Painting can be pretty cool, especially if you're like down to clown for like doing customs and things like that for your own stuff. The closer you get to the actual hobby kits, Gundam stuff. I know you buy a lot of other things as well.
Me and Zrekin are actually in the middle of a project where we're both doing customs.
Oh, nice. Is it with the 30-minute kits?
There's a mobile suit from Gundam called the Gundvolva. and a lot of people were just kind of like taking it and doing their own thing to it because it's a mass produced mobile suit that was supposed to be piloted by like AI, so they were more or less drones. So it's not like there's anyone tied to them. So everyone was like making their own customs of them, and so like Zryken and I both started that project of customizing our own gun and Volvos in a direction that we felt we would like them to go. And based on what I've seen so far, we're going in two completely different directions with them, which is pretty cool.
Okay, I think that's it. All the yellow is done, for the most part. Done. Oh, let me get that there. There we go. Very, very fond of my 3-paint selection type thing for like a tabletop quality. So like this all could be banged out like on a unit like in a night. Very clearly and obviously yellow. Oh, I guess like I should do the actual shoulder pad lining? Question mark? I don't
Actually,
particularly feel one strong way or another about that.
okay, hold on.
Yeah, yellow can be tricky.
Now that I think about
So
it.
layering up like you're doing is a thing that I just basically will never do ever again with yellow. I will always rely on either technicals or glazing in order to get my goal accomplished. And the only time I will actually glaze like hand highlight yellow is if it's going for like a Blanchissu extremely dark and gritty sort of look, or it's just not even like a related color, but like the main focus. If I have yellow gemstones or some shit on like an elf or something, I'll do it. I'll go ahead and lay them in. But like,
Okay.
well, I'm losing my patience. Probably on the most important part of the model too, which is unfortunate, but.
Okay. Time to correct a mistake. Just a very small one.
All right, cool. Yeah, we're gonna go for weapons. This stuff all needs to be painted. Actually, no, we're not done with the suit. The suit needs to continue to come up in quality. That means we're going back to Basilicanum. Maybe? Is it bright silver? It's dark.
Oh, Zrykin, I wish you luck on the Acer B customs. I gotta wait for the blue one to come out. I don't remember the name of the sister to the Acer B. Okay. What am I thinking about? Oh, so it's just called the Acer B Type B. Yeah, I need the Acer B Type B. Twin tails are cool. I'm more of a ponytail guy. Oh yeah. Okay, so hold on. I'll need to take a look at the Type C later. Oh, did they give that one a special like head molding? Or is it also a twin tail or... Okay, so it has long hair. Okay. Air quotes on hair. Okay. Oh, wait, there's still more spots. Let me to put in some black.
And there we go. Got a couple more details in. In what way?
So like Mundi, if I remember right, you're using what are you using as your webcam?
I am not using webcam. I am using my iPhone.
There you go. So, dude, I might actually at some point ask you on how you set that up.
I'm actually like legit tone deaf. I'm just looking at both of them, and I'm just realizing that. Yeah. What's up, Hermit? I'm sorry. I got half of what you said. You're kind of crackling.
Oh shit, my bad. No, what I was saying was like I might need you to show me how you set that up.
Yes. No, absolutely.
Like sometime down the road.
It's probably one of the reasons why I also can't. Well, I could go get another webcam, but it's probably also another reason why I can't share my side of the screen because of how it's working. OBS has like a capture feature that you could use straight from your phone. So
Yeah.
like just for raw quality, like I've always been considering like how is quality? How is quality? How is quality?
Yeah, I think you've gotten your quality nailed down.
Good. I like to hear that.
Yeah.
That's a compliment I can absolutely take. Thank you.
No, because
Going
like
for it, guys. I think I need to get the location of the camera lowered though. Like maybe I can. Hold on. Work right here on them. Yeah, I can do that. That being said, like my back's starting to give out. This old man, this ancient rock can't keep at this for much longer.
Yeah, whenever you want to call it, we can call it.
I'm always trying to lean forward, maybe a little bit more. I'd like to get this guy done. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start speed painting here. And thankfully, all of the parts that I've needed to like really focus on really heavily are basically all done. So we're gonna do his little. It's got a little fanny pack here.
Yeah. No, so like if I was just running my webcam through OBS, I could manually mess with the focus and all that stuff. It won't be the same quality as the iPhone, but I'd at least have a bit more control over some of that stuff. But because I'm currently running it through Ninja, so Boondy can capture it too.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good, dude. Like that's just a sacrifice.
Maybe until I get out a quick fix, if we wanted to keep doing this as kind of like a micro installment, maybe we can go back and forth.
Yeah, if we could find like I'm starting to feel that maybe it's just like maybe Ninja isn't the best for what we're doing, and there might be a better solution.
Yeah, even though Discord has its faults and everything, that's why I originally thought, hey, why not use Discord? Because it's always got those static displays.
Yeah.
And that way there's no problem with like integration, because like I can use Discord will pick up anything. So like
to
yeah. Fill all these little holes. Do 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 do. Yay, 3 colors. They're officially old school tournament legal.
Oh, that was an actual thing?
Yep, 3 colors and based. the bare minimum. You can't bring raw plastic to a tournament, or at least you used to not be able to. I think that's still the case, actually.
All right, so 3 colors based. Do they have to also be red pilled? So it's rocking that Discord problem, like with latency for me. I'm pretty sure that's just my ISP. I am like solely convinced of that at this point.
Let's see. Okay. Once more on that red. Ugh. Okay. Okay. Taking the triple lot, doing a thing with this contrast.
Alright.
Alright. Get in place. Plaid's almost done. Doing some decent tabletop work here after making the armor a little bit above par. Since we're squelched on time here, I'd like to finish painting one model by 2 hours. So. There we go. There's the green lenses for the eyes. Actually go in here with a little bit more paint. There we go. Okay. How's that?
Oh, that's looking really good.
All right, time for blacks. Get the dirtiest, darkest colors done last and put all of the stress on me, because that's what we were avoiding this to begin with. Corvus with a... Yeah, we'll do it with the layer. Who cares?
Okay. Whew.
I know what's going on in my head right now for me, too. One wrong move with this and I ruin a yellow. Or a brass. Or anything. Clean my brush just a little bit here. Smooth coat on that, can I? Playing a dangerous game, looking in there in the cracks and crevices when I don't need to be. We just get that. Get a little bit of that. The edge right there. We've done it, lads. I think he's done. About. Almost. well, one very important piece that I have not done yet, which we will break out the Abaddon Black for, and mix it in a little bit with Corvus. Pretty watered down consistency here. And the most important part of the model, the rim.
That rim do set the entire mood of the model.
It does. Very important. That's going to need multiple coats, so we don't care about it being a little bit wacky.
Okay, hold on.
Matter of fact, I'm completely insane. Why was I not doing this to begin with? Mount your models. I'm a filthy heathen, and I like to get all of my hand grease all over this delicious miniature. True story. Okay, so what we got? We got the eyes are done. We got the metals, like the inside trimming kind of stuff done. Got the Aquila piping. All the shading I'd ever want. The red. Meh. Kind of make this base a little bit more interesting. I think I know how.
Okay, hold on. Get that nice and rolled up.
There we go. Some nice alien green flowing through these rocks over here. Makes the base really move. Place is being taken over by Tyranids. Makes sense to me. A pretty 40k thing to do, fighting on a planet that's actively turning into a giant acid pool.
Or volcano.
That screams 40k to me. No. These are Tyrannic war veterans.
Oh, yeah.
The whole point of Leviathan is to fight Tyranids this edition. So, the whole planet's being digested and turning into a stomach pit.
I was just reading up on the Bad Ab War. So, one of the planets was turned into, essentially like a constant active volcano.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Good old Adeptus Mechanicus, if I remember correctly. like showed up in the final fight against Mr. Tyrant.
Haran Blackheart.
Yep.
Haran's radical. He's like one of the first models I ever did like a legit Mastercraft paint kind of thing on. I'm pretty proud of it. I don't have the model anymore to prove it, which makes me very sad, but you know, such is life.
Yep.
That was only like 15 years ago, you know. Like I barely have models that I don't have models that I painted more than 5 years ago. So, it's for reference. I'm constantly cycling through stuff. My anti-materialism kicks in whenever I own for something for far too long, and I immediately throw it out. Sometimes, literally, I used to throw away my Warhammer minis. I feel so fucking dumb. Like, you don't even know. And then when I did sell them, I sold them at a flea market instead of going on eBay. Oh, like I'm blessed. Honestly, I'm blessed to be in a hobby where I can paint well enough to just return the items for more than I bought them for. Like, I'm not return them. You know what I mean? But like, they get returns.
Yeah.
He's right, and that right there is like it's a problem because like there's always going to be new stuff, right? Where do you put that? Like, I live in a normal I actually would say I live in a large apartment room, frankly, for the area that I live in, and like my room proper can't hold that amount of stuff. Like, there's just no way. Like, I don't know where you would put it all. So like, I don't know. Couldn't be me. And this gloss varnish tub is in open shade of null oil. Not open, that's not shade. Black Templar. Maybe I should have been using that. That's fine. This is the gloss varnish. Rid of it. Figures, boxes to store any of the accessories properly. Yeah. There. My last little tricks I like to do here is I like to put slightly less than black onto black areas. And then instead of like doing highlights, I also like to shade them. I like to go in with it's out of stock now, so you have to go buy it online for more than you bought it for retail. But they have this stuff called Null Oil Gloss. This stuff is amazing. The surface tension allows you to basically paint an area with it, and it will drop into all the cracks and corners and crevices. And that just legitimately needs to be painted black. My bad.
Okay. Speaking of which, I did miss a spot for when I was doing all of my black. This is a small, tiny. That dot of water has me extremely concerned.
Actually. Actually, if you used the Adeptus Mechanicus standard gray instead of the contrast medium, you'd be able to accentuate the highlights. It's always my greatest fear is whenever I'm talking like really intrinsically about my painting, it's going to be mistaken for the comic book guy. It'll be actually out of existence. I'll just fucking explode into a pile of smoke because somebody memed at me too hard. You know what? Such is the life of the mega nerd. All right, and you know what? I think that's it. He's done. One Lamenter, Sans chapter and company insignias.
Yep.
Get him centered here for everybody.
All right, and
Slow
then
turn around. Still working on that base code, eh, boy?
it's come on. It's hard to catch it. I got some of the details in there.
The colors are very subtle. I wish I could. I'll let you just straight up borrow my iPhone, so we got all that definition.
So no,
it
it's
looks like you're going for like a hyper, like it's the white. The white in your beiges is like hyper blowing out the color, which I think itself is fine. It gives it a very like I want to say like almost like radiant light look. Something you do not see all that often in Warhammer, especially on models that are like normally metal. I'm sure that the model itself will pop much better when you start adding all of the other colors.
Yeah. There's. I have the black details in. There's stuff that I'm gonna go in for again later. I still have like the patches, the things on the legs are the Aquilas, right?
Sounds like you cut out there.
The things on the legs are the no. The Aquilas are like the ornamental stuff,
Aquila
right?
Is a no. The Aquila is the symbol of the two-headed hawk. It's
Okay. All right. No, I'm thinking
it's the chest detail on most Space Marines.
Yeah, I'm thinking of what was it called?
Purity seals.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, is it like a little stamp with a skull?
Like
red skull stamp with
with like paper underneath it. Yeah.
Those are purity seals.
Yeah. So like I saw the purity seals. I have the gun to go. I have some more highlighting that I have to do. So I have quite a bit. I still have to take care of. Oh, hold on.
There we go. I did this model with these paints. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Not bad. 10 and a couple of adjusters. Yep, and then like a matte or a satin coat would knock down the shine off of that gun. You're going to see it's very glossy.
Mm-hmm.
Hence its name. But like, finishing the model with a little satin coat might be the order of the day. I don't know if I want to do that. Are you done doing some painting, or did you want to continue? I can put on the satin coat.
No, I'm good. I can call it here.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to kick you out of any paint progress that you're doing. Yeah, the color's looking solid. I think that you'll definitely have unique looking models, and it's definitely close enough to like normal Lamenter color, like yellow, that I think that if you explained that to anybody, they would understand.
Yeah, I mean,
this
like,
could be an elaborate ruse by you, where you throw a hypersaturated red, yellow all over this and make it look like God tier, because that's the real thing. It's like if you take a model that you've done like base highlights and are like really working with a brush, and then you glaze it, you will just get stunning results. Like
okay.
my work here looks like trash compared to what you could get out of that process
Okay.
if you went and did glazing. I'm not pushing you to do it. I'm just telling you about the process. It looks, by all intents and purposes, you're doing a glaze prep. People get lazy about it nowadays, and like you'll actually see a ton of people doing slap chop by doing a zenithal highlight where they take grays and blacks and then do the top half of the model after they've primed it gray or black and do nothing but white. And with that gradient, you can then glaze it and get this insane depth of color and character.
Mm-hmm.
But I've seen people, especially back in the old day, just take their time and actually paint the damn thing and then glaze it. And it leads to some completely insane colors that you can pull off.
Okay.
Oh, what do we got here? Toss these back to where they came from. So I did enjoy painting this Lamenter with you and seeing the progress that you're doing on your models, but I don't think I will paint another Lamenter anytime soon.
Okay. Yeah, no, I don't blame you. Like, I already know, like, you're more Necron, more Nids kind of guy. I mean, personally,
Yeah,
I'm more...
I've got these lads just kicking it over here. I don't know if I've shown these off. I've got this is a spine gaunt that I've converted up. Those are not the official arms. I cut off the arms and had to glue them in.
Okay.
They're a little janky, but I have the materials to make 120 of these. So I kind of need to get cracking on these boys. They're just all over the place. Also rippers. I think I have like 30 ripper bases. Little Goombas.
Oh my god, what?
Yep, they're high wound density armies. I love. I'm just gonna need to streamline how fast I paint stuff. This was like glacially slow for like one model. It was also because I'm testing a bunch of stuff I've never really done before, but I've seen done a lot. So
Okay.
taking the contrast and then hypersaturating it, and then just putting down my base colors. Neat little tabletop level. And now I've done double duty on this stream because I've also just painted up a gift for someone. I also found out that I already had this model and didn't need to borrow it from Jim. Whoops, sorry Jim, if you're watching somewhere in the future. You weirdo. He was bugging me for like a week about this stream, and I never. I hope they are. I mean, maybe I shouldn't say that, but yeah, no. Oh, I try to do my best work, and like I am so rusty. I haven't painted a model in I think like 4 or 5 months. So this was like a nice little like knock the rust off of things and remember certain techniques, do different things with the model. I mean, like, yeah, I'll do like one last spin around before I end stream. But like this is about 2 hours worth of work on a Space Marine from unprimed, so like even airbrushed. He's got a little bit of damage on him because the prime coat that I did was very thin. I could either fix that by doing battle damage or having like taken just a little bit longer to prime the damn thing. But I could do chipping on this guy no problem. Do some like dabs here and there with a small little sponge. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the work that I did here. I just need to put a satin coat on him so his weapon isn't spit shined. This is pretty solid. Easily, it's easily a thing that you could take, and then you could go and do mass production, or just do one step at a time across like 30 or 40 models. That'd be like a Space Marine army cracked out in like maybe like 24, 48 hours of work, which realistically is not that bad. Anyway. Boop. Hermit,
Okay.
thank you for gooning out with me here. Just being nerd. Maybe I shouldn't use that term, huh?
Yeah. I probably shouldn't use that term. Yeah, man. Yeah, splatter and paint.
Yeah, you continue the terrible euphemisms. All right.
Oh yeah.
Anyway.
No, this has been a bit. This has been very informational.
Our paint cups. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I'm half focused on actually painting my own model.
No, you're good,
dude. Free
dude.
time, like on another thing, like we could focus on something different.
No, because like
if you want to keep painting that model.
I am gonna finish this up with what I've been doing, like the process on it, but like based on like what I saw you doing and you explaining your steps, like yeah, no, that's something I could totally at some point get around to.
Thanks. Yeah, no, I'm intending to try to sorry about my model freaking out right now. I'm intending to try to make this a little bit more of a occasional process.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't necessarily have like a lot of goals here in mind, other than like maybe I'm gonna do my entire Tyranid army here sometime soon. I have so much stuff. I just need to sit down and I need to do like massive hopping days like this. But like more than 2 hours. I need to like do assembly and everything too. So maybe that would be a little kinder on my back. And then yeah, like I would love you, Zerai, whoever else, anybody really, who's into Warhammer, come home. God knows my setup here allows it, but we'll have to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Okay. I'm gonna find somebody to raid. Look up some Warhammer. Who's doing what? One metallic metal. Some 30k. Building a Titan. Sororities for this chat. Alrighty. Get over here. Config stuff on the screen. Well, Hermit, thank you for taking the time to do all the painting with me and hang out. That was an egregious speed paint on my end. So thank you for just being here and co-piloting with me. I'm down to do more of this in the future. What do you got on tap for like later this week or next week?
So there's probably gonna be some like Armored Core guerrilla streams of like Armored Core 4 and for Answer.
Interesting. Okay, so that's more Armored Core series.
Yeah, more Armored Core. I just really felt like playing Armored Core 4 recently, and playing that has been a blast and very nostalgic, while at the same time, again, I have a essay, like a video essay in the Pipeworks right now. And I'm like double dipping, playing the games again for refresher, just feeling like a child again, and also collecting footage for said essay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, your video essays. You have a general like due date at all for like when your first one would drop?
I have no clue.
Got it.
This, because I'm not even sure if I want the Armored Core one to be my first. I want a little bit more experience before I make what is probably, in my opinion, a very important video essay as like my first. I that does kind of scare me. So while I am writing it and will have something ready to like eventually put out, um, I'm probably gonna work on a smaller essay about something else first. That way I could test the waters and actually learn the process of adding video to an essay.
Got it. Got it. Right on. It's all a process, right?
Oh yeah, it's all a process.
Well, for me, I've got more WoW starting like right now. I'm probably just gonna take like a minor break and then be back on in like a half hour with a fresh stream.
Sounds good.
Yeah, more Warcraft. I'm gonna see if Maya is up and around. If not, then I'm gonna kick it alone. Anyway, we're gonna go and raid Odo 40k. He looks like a good old-fashioned gent. He's doing some Blanchissu type dry brushing for models. I don't know how many people are even still here, but everybody who is, thank you for hitting us up and stay rocking. Adios.